Hey folks, my name is Ed Trevors. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm an Anglican priest serving in the beautiful parish of St. Margaret of Scotland that sits on the ancestral and on the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Gwe. This is just a little heads up about some of the things we did last month and some of the things that are coming. So, as you know, revenue that comes in through YouTube or through donations or through our Patreon account, they get dispersed within our community. We use those funds to help out other groups or other people in our community. This past month, we've been able to help out 3 different groups and hopefully do some good work. Now, I want to tell you about those groups. If you're interested in helping them, there'll be a comment pinned to the top with their contact information so you can help them directly should you so choose. So, first group that we were able to help out is the Nova Scotia Community College, which is right next door. Now, the Nova Scotia Community College, which is right next door to the parish, they have a wonderful relationship with this parish. The 2 organizations have worked together for a long time and have tried to help one another grow and become prosperous and to be the people that be the organizations that they're called to be in the community. And I think both have grown because of it. They, at the community college, recognize that they have some students who are in a little bit of financial difficulty. It's expensive to be a student. And with inflation doing what it did, going through the roof, and the price of gas and the price of food and all that other stuff, students are struggling more and more. So they have a program over there where they help their students with food, with meals, with gift cards for groceries, that kind of stuff. Because of your involvement in this channel and because of your time watching these videos and clicking like and subscribe and putting in your comments, by the way, another way you can really help is by clicking like and subscribe and putting in your comments, because the YouTube algorithm then sees this to be something that people are talking about and they share it with the world, and of course it generates more views and more revenue, which we can help other people. Anyway, bottom line is they're doing great stuff over there for their students, and we are able to help, and so we were able to help them. Another group we were able to help here in Halifax is St. George's Youth Net. Now, St. George's Anglican Church is St. George's Round Church, downtown Halifax. Beautiful church, beautiful worship services. Nick Hatt is an awesome guy. He's the rector down there. He's an incredible guy. They have lots of great music. It's all the bells and the smells, the old traditional Anglican stuff, that kind of stuff. Anyhow, YouthNet, their YouthNet program provides meals at lunch for students, an after-school program for students, study time for students, and during the summer, they take whoever's interested in going, they take them camping and swimming and fishing and all this other wonderful stuff that you can do in the summertime. As a matter of fact, their summer program is something that I'm actually quite envious of. I would like to take my vacation and just, go to their summer camp. It'd be awesome. They do this for the kids in their community, regardless of the faith of those particular families. They do it because they want the community to know how much they're loved. And so we were able to help them as well. The third group, and this is kind of exciting, is a group back in my old town, my old parish at Christ Church, Shelburne. There's a group of ladies there called the Honeybees. And these ladies are rough, and they are tumble, and they swear like sailors, and they are incredibly, incredibly big-hearted. They have a great love for their community, and they want to give back. So what they did a couple of years ago is they started this group called the Honeybees, and they meet every week, and once a month they put on a meal for whoever in the community wants to come out for it. Anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, you can come and you can have a meal and you can sit down. They feed anywhere between 80 and 100 people at their peak. Now, COVID sort of, poured the cold water over that particular project, but they're back. And so we were able to help them as well. Now, like I said, these are the 3 groups that we helped primarily this past month. There's been other things we've done in little bits or with individuals that we're not going to talk about, but these are the 3 groups that we were able to help as an organization, and I'm going to include some information for each of them in the comments section. Another thing I wanted to make mention of, I made mention of Patreon. Now, people who support us through Patreon, it's not the same as what other other content providers do. I'm not able to provide extra for those people, like, special stuff for the folks that support us. They support us so that we can provide extra stuff for anybody who's interested. So we have a book study, and that book study is awesome, and it's wonderful, and it's moving forward, and it's everything that you can imagine it to be. But there's also been a desire for a Bible study, and I've had to figure out when in my schedule to place it and when it would be most effective. And so our Bible study is going to start this coming Sunday, which is June, the first Sunday of June. We'll leave it at that. The first Sunday of June at 7 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, Halifax time. 7 p.m. Halifax time. Hopefully, if I do that, most people will be able to sign in. If you're interested, send me an email to the whatever the online ministry at Gmail. It's in the description. Send me an email letting me know that you're interested, and I will send you a Zoom link and a link to something called the Revised Common Lectionary. In order to keep costs down and to make sure that everybody's on the same page, we are going to study from the Revised Common Lectionary, the scriptures of that particular day. The Revised Common Lectionary is something that the Anglican Church uses, something that a lot of denominational churches use, because it'll lead us through the majority of the Bible in about 3 years. Just the Sunday morning readings will get us through the majority of the Bible in 3 years. So, hopefully, after 3 years, we will have studied the majority of the Bible together. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited to see who's going to join in and who's going to participate. Doesn't matter where you are on your faith journey. Doesn't matter if you don't have a faith. I would love to have your input, whether you are a long-time cradle Christian, or you're new to the faith, or again, as I said, you don't carry a faith, but you're still interested in hearing what the Bible has to say. You are most welcome to be a part of this project, be a part of this ministry. Another thing we're going to start doing, because of some of the tension in the world right now, and because I do get a lot of comments from people who say they don't have a church, they don't go to church, they don't have a congregation that they feel they can safely be a part of, on Saturday nights, again, Atlantic Standard Time at 8:30, we're going to do a live event. And that live event, we're just going to, through the comments, we're going to talk about some of the things that are going on in your life, some of the things that are going on in this world, and then we'll conclude with a short service. It's called Compline. And we're not going to sing it, which is what you would traditionally do, because I don't have that kind of singing voice, but we're going to say it together. And that'll be live on YouTube, so just look for my smiling, bearded face with the bald head and the collar, and saying, hey, we're going live. That'll be Saturday nights at 8:30 Atlantic Standard Time. Please tune in. And again, comments, likes, subscribes, all that kind of stuff, and that will boost the channel, which will help us help more people. That's it. That's all I've got for this past month. We're coming up into June. We're coming up into the summertime. I've got some vacation time planned, but I'm appreciating everybody that's out there. I read your comments. I don't necessarily comment all the time, but I read them, and one of the things that I am truly and always have been amazed at is how well you look after each other. Please keep looking out for each other. Please keep loving each other. Please keep comforting each other. Please keep equipping and empowering each other through this channel and through your interactions with one another. It means the world. It is what church is all about. Regardless of whether we're meeting in person or we're meeting via YouTube, or we're meeting via Zoom, what church is all about is people coming together to empower one another to do those great things that we could do, the great things that Jesus calls us to do out in the community. May the Lord bless you, may the Lord keep you, may the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. And I pray that you know how thankful I am for you. I pray that you know how much I appreciate you, how much I love you. I pray that you know that peace of God which passes all understanding. I pray that your hearts and your minds will always be focused on the one who created you, the one who calls you forward, the divine one. Amen. Numultus.